There's a point in your financial journey where everything suddenly starts to move faster. You're saving, investing, grinding for years, and then one day you cross that first big milestone, $100,000 in net worth. For a lot of people, it feels like a finish line, but the truth is, this is actually the moment when the whole game changes. When your investments reach six figures, compound growth finally becomes something you can see. An 8% return on 20 grand is small, but 8% on 100K is real money, around $8,000 you didn't have to earn at work. And the bigger your base gets, the faster everything multiplies. This is why the decisions you make right after hitting 100K affect whether you slowly drift toward 200K or accelerate toward 500K, 1 million, and beyond. So today, let's break down the smartest strategic moves you can make after crossing six figures, the decisions that separate people who plateau from the ones who truly build wealth. First, you need to shift your mindset. Before 100K, you're in pure accumulation mode, trying to save every dollar, cutting expenses, doing whatever it takes to get the ball rolling. After 100K, you enter acceleration mode. Your money starts doing part of the work for you. This is the point where you stop obsessing over tiny sacrifices and start optimizing for bigger levers: tax advantages, investment allocation, compounding speed, and long-term strategy. It's a different mindset entirely. Most people take their foot off the gas here, but the people who end up wealthy do the opposite. They treat 100K as the launch pad. Second, if you still have any high-interest debt, eliminate it immediately. At this stage, carrying credit card debt is like trying to run a marathon with weights strapped to your legs. If you're paying 15 to 20% interest, it doesn't matter how well your investments are performing, you're losing ground. Paying off that debt is the same as getting a guaranteed double-digit return. That alone can accelerate your net worth by tens of thousands over the next decade. Third, focus on maxing out your tax-advantaged accounts. A 401k, Roth IRA, and HSA aren't just tools, they're cheat codes. Tax-free and tax-deferred growth adds up to huge differences over time. A single year of maxing your Roth can grow into more than 100K later in life. Multiply that across decades and multiple accounts, and the difference becomes life-changing. Most people underutilize these accounts, especially when their net worth is small. But once you hit 100K, you want your money growing as efficiently as possible. Fourth, build a bigger emergency fund. When you were just starting out, 3 months of expenses might have been enough, but at this level, the stakes are higher. A 6 to 12-month emergency fund gives you freedom. The freedom to switch careers, negotiate better, handle layoffs, or even explore entrepreneurial ideas without risking everything you've built. It also protects you during market downturns, ensuring you don't panic sell at the worst possible time. Think of this fund as long-term insurance for your peace of mind and your wealth. Fifth, revisit your investment allocation. If you're young, being heavily in stocks still makes sense. But now that your portfolio has grown, adding a small amount of diversification can help smooth out the volatility. When the market drops 40%, seeing $40,000 vanish feels very different than watching $4,000 drop. Diversifying doesn't mean giving up growth. It means avoiding decisions made out of panic. A small bond allocation, some international exposure, or even REITs can make your portfolio more resilient without dragging down long-term returns. Sixth, fight lifestyle inflation with everything you've got. This is the most dangerous trap at the 100K mark. You're finally feeling comfortable. Maybe you want a nicer car, a better apartment, more vacations. But here's the thing. Lifestyle upgrades compound just like investments, except in the wrong direction. Every new expense locks in a higher baseline that steals money from your future self. The people who build real wealth don't let lifestyle creep swallow their growth. They increase their savings rate instead. Going from saving 20% to 30% of your income can shave years, even a decade, off your financial independence timeline. Seventh, consider adding a new wealth engine, like real estate or other alternative investments. Once you've hit 100K, you have enough capital to branch out. A rental property, for example, gives you leverage, tax advantages, and a new income stream. It's a completely different pillar of wealth that doesn't always move the same direction as the stock market. Alternatives like small business ventures or private investments can also diversify your growth. You don't need to go all in. Just adding 10 to 20% can make your portfolio much more powerful over time. Eighth, double down on investing in yourself. At this stage, increasing your income is one of the highest leverage moves you can make. A single promotion, a better job offer, a new certification, or developing a high-value skill can instantly add tens of thousands of dollars to your annual income every year going forward. No stock or real estate investment can match that return. Use some of your financial stability to grow your earning power. It accelerates everything else. Ninth, automate your financial system. Once your net worth grows, you don't want to waste time manually transferring money or trying to remember to invest. Automation is one of the biggest secrets behind long-term consistency. Set up automatic transfers, automatic investing, automatic rebalancing, and automatic bill payments. The less you have to think about, the fewer mistakes you make, and the more reliably your wealth compounds. People who automate build wealth almost on autopilot. 10th, set your next milestone and map out the steps to get there. If you've reached 100K, your next target might be 250K, or maybe it's $500,000. Whatever it is, define it clearly. Then break down how much you need to invest each month, how long it will take at your expected return, and what adjustments you'll need to make along the way. This gives your financial journey direction, purpose, and momentum. Without the next goal, people drift and lose intensity. With a clear target, everything accelerates. Crossing 100K doesn't mean you've made it. It means you've finally built the foundation that lets your money grow faster than your effort. From this point forward, the race gets easier. Not because life gets easier, but because your money starts to work with you instead of relying entirely on you. Every smart decision multiplies your results. And if you carry the right habits into this next phase, the jump from 100K to 250K will happen far faster than it took to earn your first six figures. Your job now is simple. Protect your momentum, optimize your strategy, and keep pushing forward, because the hardest part is already behind you, and the most exciting growth is ahead. Thanks for sticking with me through this breakdown. If you're on your own wealth-building journey, keep going. The results show up faster than you think. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.